Leaping high from the cityscape, we find none other than Red Hood. See, Red Hood is tracking a group of criminals that appear to have a case of Lazarus resin. Lazarus resin is the concentrated form of the supernatural phenomena identified as the Lazarus Pit. And if you don't know, the Lazarus Pit is an otherworldly pit with reconstructive and rejuvenating properties. Red Hood tracks the criminals to an alleyway where he then proceeds to make short work of all the criminals. But the guy he's after hops on a motorcycle and proceeds to flee the scene. Red Hood tracks this dude to a boat dock where he then proceeds to try and blow Red Hood up. But Red Hood manages to leap from the dock onto the boat just in the nick of time. As Red Hood closes in on his target, he's disappointed to find he's actually too late, as somebody has gotten to them first. Red Hood collects clues in order to piece together everything that happened before he arrived on the scene, before coming to the conclusion that the assassins are still on the boat. Red Hood proceeds to engage the assassins before coming to the conclusion that these guys are good. In fact, they're a little too good. Unfortunately for Red Hood, these three assassins manage to evade him. But before they take off, they let Red Hood know that they're not his enemy unless he wants them to be. Elsewhere in Tokyo, Japan, we find none other than Nika Flatline. See, Nika is one of the world's greatest fighters who was invited to participate in a tournament by the League of Lazarus. She attended that tournament with Robin, and they barely escaped with their lives. But Nika goes on to explain that before she could catch her breath, green goo started falling from the sky. This green goo gave everyone superpowers. She says, but not her, unless you count the voices in her head. Nika Flatline follows those voices to this weird house in Tokyo. As Nika Flatline busts through the door, she thinks to herself, maybe her powers are starting to manifest. Upon entering this domain, Nika finds none other than Ubu, Talia al Ghul's former bodyguard. But Ubu has seemingly lost his way since Talia al Ghul was shot in the head and burnt to a crisp. Nevertheless, Ubu engages Nika in hand-to-hand combat when she promptly gets his ass whooped. But Nika shows Ubu mercy, as Ubu is not the one Nika's here for. Ubu explains to Nika that Talia al Ghul predicted that Nika would one day arrive unannounced, seeking her mentorship. And as Nika's distracted, Ubu once again attempts to retaliate. So Nika knocks Ubu's bitch ass down once again, but what Nika was not expecting was for Ubu to have reinforcements. Nika proceeds to engage the assassins, shirking off fatal damage like it's nothing, as death is relative to Nika. She says it smells like bacon. But Nika's not here for these guys, as she's come for this jar, which I would assume contains traces of the Lazarus resin. Death flows through her veins as life passes before her eyes. In a brilliant flash of light, Nika reminisces about all the events that have brought her to where she is now. Nika thinks to herself, maybe she got some new powers after all, before being greeted by none other than Talia al Ghul. Elsewhere in the astral plane, we see an assassin by the name of Deadeye, as him and Amanda Waller sit down and have a conversation over a game of chess. Deadeye lets Amanda Waller know he's under attack, as when he was on his last mission, he was ambushed by a shapeshifter named Everyman, who was using the power of none other than Beast Boy. As Deadeye engaged the opponent, he noticed this beam of supernatural light overtake his enemy. At that point, Everyman's metahuman DNA started being torn apart. This beam of light reassembled him into something new before doing the same to Deadeye. As Deadeye continues to talk to Amanda, he comes to the conclusion that Amanda is the one who hired Everyman to kill him. But Amanda responds that she hired Everyman to make him stronger, as she needs him sharp since there are turbulent times ahead. Amanda gets up from the table and proceeds to disappear into the abyss before Deadeye is once again attacked by Everyman. Everyman proceeds to viciously attack Deadeye as now he wants to finish the job. But unfortunately for Everyman, Deadeye proves to be too much for him as Deadeye beats right through his armor and subsequently incapacitates him. Everyman reverts to his human form, to which Amanda suggests killing him. But instead of killing him, Deadeye wraps him up, puts him by a warm fire, and gives him a bit of water. The end for now.